What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another New World guide. Now, excuse my voice, I'm a little bit sick right now with the flu, but what I'm going to do in this video is show you 5 of the best farms that you can do for equipment and items in New World on the fresh servers right now. You are going to want to go and farm these. Some of these are really good, and it's going to save you gold because you won't have to buy these in the future. And these are very viable for lots of situations. So let's jump into this video and I will show you the 5 best farms that I've found right now that you can do on the New World Fresh servers. Alright guys, keep in mind that in this video alone, we're going to be focusing on 500 gear score items, just in case you want to get something that's viable, you know, when you're kind of between like level 40 and 60. Obviously, when you get to 60, you're going to be looking for better items, and I will have a video on those as well. So the first one, and I've gone through, and these are the best that I feel out of all of the drops in the 500 GS range. So for the first one, we have the Iron Jaws Bite Hatchet. Now, this is just straight up a good damage hatchet, right? You have 24 strength. You've got light and heavy attacks reduce your ability cooldowns by 2.5%, which is pretty good. And then you've got cause bleed that deals 10% weapon damage. Now, the reason I've gone with this one is because all of the other ones that I looked through have a perk that isn't really something I would consider good at that point of time. Like there's ones that have Bane and all that sort of stuff. But in my opinion, when you're at that lower level, you're going to be at 60 soon anyway. You just want something that does some damage. So we've got the bleed. And then also, this is pretty good too because it gets your cooldowns down as well. So it's not really a straight damage hatchet, but out of all the ones that I looked at, I would consider this one of the best. Now you can farm this from Iron Jaw in Great Cleave. This is the location right here in the middle of the lake. Okay, right here. And these are all of the other drops as well that he does. All right, so this lake here in Great Cleave. The next one is a great sword, and this is Blade of the Darkness. Now this is pretty much a straight damage great sword. We've got vicious, we've got keen. So crits, that's your main objective with this particular great sword, and 24 strength. Now we have the basic attack down here, the chain void, but I don't really consider that. I don't really use that much in any of the weapons that I use. Now, you can get these from corrupted portal runs, okay? So you're not going to be farming an enemy. You're going to basically be collecting as much of these portal caches as you can and opening them, and you could potentially get the Blade of Darkness. That's the best way to get that one. So pretty straightforward. You know, 47 level kind of 40 onwards, you can start farming these chests to get that particular weapon. The next one is Blighted Recurve. Now, this is, out of all the ones I looked at, this is pretty good. You have basically crit stats here, perks, and then you have the poison shot arrow, also applies weaken. The reason I like this one is because I use poison shot. Most people pretty much do. 24 dex, it's a very good bow. And this drops from all of this stuff down here. So with the black alligators, it drops from all of these enemies. So it's not just one type of enemy. You can essentially, it's mainly alligators, but you can, it even drops from the Iron Jaw, it seems. Yeah, so it drops from the Iron Jaw as well. So you can actually go to the Iron Jaw and you can farm both those items. So you can essentially farm the, where was it? It was there, but you can essentially farm that bow, according to this, and you could farm this hatchet. The next one is the StarEyed Reaper, which is a great axe. Now, I like this great axe. The thing is, with the 500, there's not a lot of stats, right, that really work. So I like this because it had the Keen Chance, and it had the Keenly Jagged. Not really a fan of the Ancient Bane, because not really going to be using that at gear score 500. You're going to be wanting that stuff more for mutations later on. However, out of the ones that I found, this is a pretty good one. And you can get this from the Blade Dancer. The Blade Dancer is over here in Morningdale, in this area right here. So you can go there and farm this, and you can also get this sword as well with pretty similar stats. Okay? The next one is this spear. I'm not even going to pronounce that. 24 dex, keenly jagged, vicious, and enchanted. This is a very good spear. Very good spear in my opinion. And you can get this in Morningdale, down here in this area right here. Okay, so the Morningdale Flooded Plains, and you're going to be fighting the Spear Slayer, or farming the Spear Slayer, and he also drops a great sword as well, and a few other things. So go and farm him as well. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Sorry, I've got a flu right now, so I'm going to get off. If you are kind of like level 40 and you're looking for some decent gear until you get to level 60, then this is potentially a way that you can farm that gear. I'll see you in the next video.